use appliance.
Yeah. So we're sitting here getting ready to go kayaking, and I was like, finally, he's ready. And then got in the car and I realized the trailer's not attached. I'm telling the story. You're attaching the trailer right now.
Oh, I'm attaching the trailer, yes.
Yeah. I was all ready to go and be like, what are we doing? And it's like, oh, we probably will need the kayaks on our kayak trip.
Anybody who has any kind of mental disability, any physical ailment.
Yeah. We're talking about our countries, like Ashlandia and Treyland, of how if we were in charge of the country and people, how we would make things. And I was telling him how mine would be very education and like a social collectivism idea, where everyone would have 3 to 5 years of mandatory community public service, whether it's military or you're doing, service jobs for the community, all paid. You'd get paid for this time, and so you could do it for like 3 years, whether you want to do like mission trips or find your own, or the government would like provide you something. And then you could keep doing it optionally for longer. So what were you saying?
I like the system we have now with that as far as the teaching and and there's been a lot more done in that realm here recently. It's not broken. It's not as broken as it used to be. Mm-hmm. So there's not a...
What are you looking for?
Tire gauge.
Oh, okay. I guess we need some air in our tires too. I'm still being the princess sitting here in the car. Trey comes and goes.
And we're good. But a lot of those children, because I've worked with them, it's not that they don't have the ability, it's just nobody has the patience to teach them.
Yeah.
And this is going to sound ridiculous as well, but I know what combat pay is. I've earned it before.
Yeah.
Teachers should earn the same thing. Teachers, nurses, the middle class of America should be the highest paid.
You said you would remove fluoridation from the public water supply?
I would definitely remove fluoridation from public water.
Why?
And studies have shown that it hardens a particular piece of the brain, and honestly I don't know enough about the brain to argue it, other than to say, well, the studies kind of are pretty odd. I mean, well, you can look at a picture of a brain over here that's had fluoride in it, and you can look at a picture of a brain over here that's never had fluoride, and there is a significant difference. And again, I'm not a brain person. I'm not a neuroscientist or a neuro whatever. But I'm not blind either.
See, I've actually heard of this because I've researched this a little bit, like during the Cold War, protect our bodily fluids. So there are studies that show increased fluoridation has been shown to correlate with more math and science brained people and less creative artistic type people. So the idea was that during the Cold War, the government was getting rid of those like artsy designer communist types and replacing them with math and science that would be, the logical thinkers that would be productive during the Cold War.
But it had the side effect was that they were not expecting.
They lost that creativity, and
not only did they lose the creativity,
so I've heard that.
But they also lost the science and math thinkers because it didn't do what they thought it would do.
No. I still don't know if I believe it's real though. Like that's what I've read it, but I don't know if I believe it's true. Because the benefits of fluoride on dental health, I think, outweigh any intellectual loss.
Wow. So he could have great teeth but be stupid, that's fine.
I think so.
Okay. As long as he's got a great smile, he can be stupid.
That's what I believe. I think looking at, oh my gosh, squirrel.
It's okay, he's fine.
The intelligence level of people in the US with good fluoride teeth is like the same as people in countries without fluoride's intelligence, but our teeth are better. So I don't think that it's that much of a negative.
Okay.
So I would rather keep fluoride.
You'd rather keep fluoride. Well, there's other ways to strengthen bones.
Also, if if you want to have like little pocket artisanal artist communities of creative types, you can just drink well water or whatever from. You can have those local water places. You don't have to drink the public water.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Good talk. But you would remove it in yours.
I would remove it.
And just stress flossing, probably.
Oh, dental hygiene would be a thing.
Okay.
Again, that's why we're in school for so long. We're going to learn how to take care of ourselves. That's what school
I like
is
that.
about.
Like
education is not about math and
expanding
science.
the health curriculum to be like this
It's
unit is on
all-inclusive.
dental health.
This is why you shave your neck. This is why you keep your hair cut.
I like that.
This is why
One
you
of
clean out
my
behind your
favorite
ears.
guilty hobbies is those lists on BuzzFeed of, like I just moved in with my husband. Here's the things 15 things that
I wish you knew how to do.
men don't know about girls' anatomy.
Right.
And it's always like my husband saw me put on a pad for the first time or use a tampon or didn't understand how a period cup works. And I love to read those responses and hear the anecdotes of the husbands and the boyfriends and whoever else and look back at wow, none of my health classes in middle and high school ever taught that, so why would those boys know about that?
Right. It was never taught. I
Yeah.
had no idea. I had never seen a period cup in my life.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, here I am. I wash it out in the sink.
Ew.
Yeah, it's gross, but if it's there and it's dirty and there's a problem and somebody has to do it, you're not going to let it sit there. That's gross.
So people should learn all about that in school.
People should learn
and
about that.
normalize it.
Yes.
What kind of farm are we in right now? Tell the viewers.
I think this is soy this year. It looks like soy.
A couple of weeks ago when we walked through here, it was all flooded. Looked really different.
But yes, education would be all-inclusive as to when you walked out of high school, you could, in fact, walk into a job.
Be a productive citizen in society.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a productive member of society. That's not what I'm teaching you. What I want to teach you is how to take care of yourself so that if you choose to be a productive member of society, you can. Or if you choose to live in the mountains and be a hermit, that's fine too.
Yeah.
We've got places like that. You can go and be alone.
Sounds like our countries would be...
They'd be great.
They'd be way better than... We should be in charge of everything.
We should be in charge of the country. We should do this. How do we do this? You want to do, you can be president, I'll be vice, because that'd be really cool.
Well, I did talk about having a series of helpers, so I could make you in charge of not fluoride, but...
Not fluoride.
Yeah.
Well, see, you can be president.
Okay, I'll be the president, and you can be in charge of...
Everything else. That's not true. That's not really how it works, is it? I honestly don't know what the vice president's job is these days.
You can handle outdoor adventure administration. Like, everyone should know how to kayak and...
Again, that is part of an education.
Yeah.
You'll
be the outdoor coordinator, youth coordinator.
So, one of the things growing up that I did have a great advantage of.
Boy Scouts or something?
No, is this.
Oh, yeah.
Being here. Living in a place where I had these options. And I also had some, what I thought at the time were very cruel and unjust older men who would force you to do things against your will, like back up a trailer or carry a boat.
Yeah. Now you know how to do those things.
And now I know how to do those things. And also, like with any small town, you've got the cheerleaders or the preppy boys or the people who don't really go outside. Well, that should change. It should change in a way that they're educated on why you do these things.
What are you talking about?
Hunting and fishing.
Oh, okay.
scoop up these resources. And why you don't throw your trash out the car window.
Yeah.
And why, you know, what it means to actually recycle. Water's down.
Yep. Yeah, I want to put up a sign, like a billboard outside my dad's trailer park that says, I'm the one who picks up your trash, and with my photo.
Right.
And so when they drive down that area, they'll see, like, I'm the one picking up all those
You're gonna
soda
find
cans.
out there's a lot more assholes in Talladega than you expect.
Yeah, and then they'd probably throw trash at the sign.
More trash at the sign.
What about this now?
Oh.
All right. Oh, we've got some humidity on the lens. What's going on, Trey?
All right, so we have a boulder that here we're sitting on top of, and if you look, you can see all the way down through the middle of it where the water's cut it. And generally, when we come through here, all of this is underwater, so we don't see any of these rocks. But that's how low the water is. We are at the very end.
Usually it's like 3 feet deeper, so these are all covered. But you can see how all these rocks are split apart.
But we're at the very end of kayaking season now, and this is what happens.
Yeah. Are we?
Yep.
Oh,
gosh. The very end of it. Now, I'm not saying you can't still come float, but you just have to be prepared to walk and watch for
getting cold water.
Yeah, cold water. Because the snakes will be sunning themselves on the rocks instead of out away from you now.
All right, Trey, where are we now?
Well, this is the deepest part of our track. I think I said that a second ago.
All right.
But it's this is where, generally speaking, there's an otter that lives over here somewhere. And I've sat here a few times and watched it, but I'm afraid with all my scraping and dragging, I've probably already scared them into hibernation for the winter.
I came around the bend, around that grass over there on the left, and Trey came on the right side through that little opening. And mine was all smooth and open, and then I just heard wah, 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 as Trey's kayak was digging through that brush and his oars were grabbing the tree branches. Now he's free. He's back in the open space. It's a beautiful day.
It really is.
There's a crane there. I'm trying to be quiet. What you think, Trey?
I like it.
Yeah. Thank you. I wonder if he'll let me get near him. Let's see. Put this down. No. He's not into me coming close.